What's going on, fellas? Today I'm going to be giving you my top 5 ways you can shred your body fat. Whether you're a bodybuilder looking to prep for a show, or you're just like a normal fella and you're looking to get some abs and, make up for your general lack of interest from the female race, trust me, I'm one of you. I bet you can find something here that'll help you lose that belly fat of yours and get fucking shredded. But, let's cut the preamble and let's just jump right into it. So, the first and most important way you're gonna lose weight is by tracking your calories slash macros. The basic rule of cutting is that in order to lose weight, you need to eat in a caloric deficit. Everybody knows this. There's some people that try to refute it. Don't listen to them. It goes back to thermogenics. If you want to lose weight, you just eat in a caloric deficit. According to the American Journal of Physiology, risk for obesity is primarily determined by total caloric intake. But how do you eat in a caloric deficit? First, you need to find your maintenance calories, which is determined by your metabolism. Metabolism is the sum of all the chemical reactions taking place in the human body, and things like increasing body weight, lean mass, and exercise all increase your metabolism. These chemical reactions require energy, which comes from the calories that we take in. So if our body requires 3,000 calories a day to meet our metabolic requirement, we need to eat 3,000 calories a day to meet that requirement, which will neither gain nor lose weight for us. However, if we eat less than this metabolic requirement for our maintenance calories, our body will resort to using fat stores as a source of energy. This is the basic mechanism that our body uses for losing weight. And in order to lose weight, you basically just eat less calories than your body is using every day, which makes your body use fat stores, which causes you to lose fat. So where does counting calories come into this? Well, if you're not counting calories, then how are you going to know how many calories you're eating every day? It's very easy to go above or below, but typically for a lot of people, it's easy to go above our maintenance calories and gain weight. It's kind of hard for us to tell a lot of the times if we're actually eating in a caloric deficit, which, yields the need for tracking your calories. But, also, how do you know what your maintenance calories are? How do you know what number to actually shoot for when you're tracking your calories? I would recommend using any kind of an online maintenance calorie tracker or finder. You can just Google maintenance calorie finder, and there are a bunch of websites that'll all pop up and give you a bunch of numbers. And you want to take this maintenance calorie number that they give you after you input, your height, weight, age, all that stuff. And you want to take this number and go 500 to 200 calories below that maintenance level in order to start losing weight. So if your maintenance is at 3,000 calories a day, then I would recommend eating at 2,800 to 2,500 calories a day in order to meet that 200 to 500 below. You could also go to MyFitnessPal, which is another really great app. A lot of fat people fucking hate it because it works. It works. And, they'll ask you your height, weight, age, activity level, all that nonsense. And then they'll ask you how much weight you want to lose per week. And then that's super simple because they'll just give you a number and then they'll give you basic, macros and stuff to follow. But, if you want to know actual macros to follow when you're cutting, I'll link the video right here. And, I made a whole video on nutrition when cutting. Go check that one out afterwards so you can get the full information on how to properly cut. Once you're tracking your calories and you begin to lose weight, after a couple of weeks, you will lose body mass, which in turn lowers your metabolism because your body is going to have less mass to supply with energy. So what I recommend to do once your body metabolism evens out and your new maintenance becomes that 2,800 to 2,500, if you go back to our example, I would recommend going down another 200 to 500 calories below that. So if you were at 2,500 before, go down to like 2,000 to 2,200, and then that will be your new set point, and then you'll begin to start losing weight after that. A good way to check if your maintenance calories has kind of evened out is by tracking your weight. Once your weight starts to plateau, then you're going to know that your maintenance calories has been set to that level that you're at that point. Big thing there, big overarching thing is track your calories. That's going to be fucking huge because then you're actually going to know how many calories am I eating every day, and am I certain that I am eating in a caloric deficit, which is going to make you lose weight. But the next biggest tip I'm going to have is to do your cardio. And if you're not lifting weights, then do exercise in general. Cardio and exercise in general are crucial for losing weight for two reasons. Firstly, they're going to increase your metabolism through increasing your exercise-induced thermogenesis. Increasing your metabolism like this will cause your body to burn more calories, which makes sense, doing cardio burns calories. This may be like oh, no shit, but like truly doing your cardio and burning those extra 300 to 500 calories a day, it may mean the difference between meeting your maintenance calories for the day and not losing any weight, and then going below that maintenance calories and actually losing weight on the day. According to the Mayo Clinic, shooting for at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity a week is optimal not only for weight loss, but for cardiac health as well, because we want to keep our hearts healthy. It's not all about, losing weight and shit. And a lot of this is about, being healthy, and doing cardio is going to make your heart healthier and allow you to live longer. So what cardio methods do I recommend? Stationary bikes, treadmills, any kind of like prolonged cardio. Ellipticals are good, but steady state prolonged cardio is going to keep your heart rate up and burn calories at a very good pace. And yeah, that's going to be super beneficial for when you're cutting. Contrary to resistance exercise, which is very short interval training, it doesn't actually burn a whole lot of calories. So you can't really rely on resistance training in order to make up for like cardio and stuff, because it doesn't work like that. And then the second reason that cardio and exercise in general is going to help you lose weight is it's super motivating, and it gives you a real why factor on why I want to lose weight. For example, I used to be overweight, believe it or not. I'm a gym bro. I used to be overweight, and when I was at the beginning of the high school, and I couldn't really find a way to lose the weight. I never really stick to a diet, and I wasn't able to restrict my calories, which made me gain a lot of fat. I began to get into lifting as a means of changing my physique and getting in shape for sports, because I played football and baseball. And once I started lifting consistently and going into the gym and putting in that work, I then had more at stake for my physique. I started to eat cleaner and eat less, so then I could actually see the gains I was making in the gym. Because once you start going to the gym, or once you start exercising more in general, then you're going to want to start eating less, so that you can actually see the progress in the gym like unfold. Because if you're going and you're exercising a whole ton, and then you go home and then you just pound food, you're not going to see any of the gains that you make. And once you actually start going to the gym, you're going to want to like eat cleaner so you can see the gains you're making. And also psychologically, once you start exercising, once you start doing cardio, your body craves better, cleaner foods, which is going to in turn make you lose weight better. So yeah, doing your cardio, doing your exercise is absolutely huge for losing weight. And the next and third tip that may seem a bit counterintuitive, but stay with me, is utilizing cheat meals. Cheat meals are a great way to both resensitize your metabolism and satisfy your cravings. According to Northwestern Medicine, research shows that after a cheat meal, the body increases its metabolism, causing you to burn calories faster. This is caused by increased levels of leptin, a hormone secreted by the fat cells and responsible for maintaining energy balance in the body. Basically, after eating a large cheat meal, your body increases leptin production for 24 hours, which increases your metabolism so that your body can, shuttle the food in. And, we all know what increasing metabolism does. It, burns calories. So yeah, cheat meals resensitize your metabolism, but they also allow you to, satisfy your cravings. Because when you're cutting and when you're eating super clean, the last thing you want to do is eat super clean every fucking day. Trying to eat 100% clean for every meal every day is a fool's errand. It's just basically impossible for most people, and it doesn't allow you to enjoy life. Like, so long as your majority of your meals are clean, low calorie, good, sticking to that cut, then you're good, and you can have a cheat meal here and there. My recommendation for cheat meals is, once a week. They're pretty good, and then that allows you to like have something to look forward to as well. I even do cheat nights where like an entire night I'll just pick out a pizza, ice cream, whatever, and yeah, resensitizes your metabolism, satisfies all those cravings, so then the next day you're like, fuck, I don't even want to look at shitty food, get me back on the cut. So yeah, cheat meals, absolutely huge. Don't try to be 100% clean on your cut. It's fucking impossible for anyone, except for if you're like a pro bodybuilder, then maybe you wanna. Number 4 is a great tip that I found from Greg New Shit, and which is to stop keeping junk food in your house. There's no good reason to be having a bunch of high calorie muffins or ice cream in your house when you're trying to diet, no matter how good they may look to you. The best way to stop giving into your temptations with food, and trust me, as a former fat fuck, I know, but keep them out of your sight. Stop buying those fucking muffins and pastries from your city markets and Walmarts and stuff. It's not worth it. If you're keeping healthy, low-calorie options around, like fruits, popcorn, stuff like that, then trust me, it's impossible to go over your calories for that day because you have clean food and it doesn't even taste that good. Stop giving in to your temptations when you're shopping and buy cleaner food, for fuck's sake. It makes it so much easier. And last, but certainly not least, is learn how to cook lower calorie foods. This one's actually pretty fun for me because I actually love challenging myself on seeing how low calorie of foods I can cook. But when you're trying to lose weight and eat less calories, a great way to do that is by cooking and choosing lower calorie options for food. So, you know, if you have like a stack of like Sun Chips, those are gonna run you like 250 calories for like a bag that's like that big. But then on the contrary, you could have popcorn and you could have like that much popcorn for the same amount of calories. You can have double the amount of popcorn for the same amount of calories as it was for the Sun Chips. Choose low calorie options. It may seem obvious, but you know, when you're going to the store, actually look at the nutrition labels and see how many calories are in those things. Like olive oil, for example, 1 tablespoon has like 150 calories. And that 1 tablespoon of olive oil is so easy to like throw into a salad, and then boom, your salad's 150 calories extra. So, you know, definitely be careful of the amount of calories are in your foods and try to pick the lowest calorie options possible. Another way to find lower calorie options for food is finding lower calorie recipes online. There's a bunch of low calorie recipes from people. My favorites would be from like Noel Dazel, and Tasty Shreds are super good. Tasty Shreds especially, it makes some like super fire stuff. I've tried a bunch of his recipes. They're all super good. So definitely check those out if you're trying to cut, because you know, it is possible to make the foods that you still love with low calorie options that only taste like a little bit worse because you're cutting out a lot of that high energy fat. Just look at the nutrition labels on foods and pick those lower calorie options. In total, out of those 5 things, I think the first 2 are the most important if you're trying to lose weight or lose fat in general. Exercise and tracking your calories are going to be absolutely massive for losing weight. If you get those 2 things down, then you know, nothing can stop you. And the other 3 are just crutches that are gonna help you. Or not crutches, they're just other little helpful things that you can sprinkle in there that'll make your cut a lot more beneficial to you. But that's going to wrap up this video. Losing fat doesn't have to be such a difficult mountain to climb. As long as you employ these strategies I have given you and you stay disciplined, truly anyone can lose fat and, you know, become healthier and look fucking better and get those women. But yeah, if you enjoyed this one, let me know in the comments down below. If you have video recommendations, let me know also in the comments down below. And yeah, I'll see you next time.